Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing out there? I hope everybody's having a great day. It is Monday. Pretty good day at the office. Feel accomplished. It was a good day. Just got home not too long ago, so I decided to take a trip down memory lane. Back in the 1980s, we were living in Portugal. I have a pretty good memory, photographic memory of those days back then. I was just a kid, 5, 6 years old. I remember me and my brother playing with marbles. That's how we entertained ourselves. We used to build these little dirt mountains and throw a little water in there and hit a marble, and the marble hit the other marble, and we had some fun. We had some fun, and I also remember another day, another time. Me and my brother, we ran for our lives. This dog was chasing us. We ran so fast. Wow, we ran and ran. Dog was quick, obviously. We were scared to death. Yeah. I remember the day my mom went back to Portugal. She was getting all our affairs in order for us all to come here to the US of A. And I remember her getting back to Portugal. And I'm like, wow, she's back. How nice. Then I remember her saying, we're selling everything. I remember I was a kid. I remember everything out in the street. All the furniture, everything out in the street. She sold it all. She sold it all. I remember the day we got on a truck, some old beat up truck. We were going to my grandparents' house. I thought we were coming here. Come to find out, we were going to my grandparents' house. I remember the day we arrived there. I remember the day we drove over the bridge because there was a river that ran through their property. There was a bridge that would get to their house. I remember that day like it was yesterday. I remember feeling a little weird about it, feeling a little weird that I thought we were coming to the US of A. But she wound up leaving us there in Portugal because not everything was in order. She still needed to get a couple more things in order for us all to come here. But I was a kid. I didn't know anything, right? I remember the first night at my grandparents' house. I was probably 5 years old. I remember we stayed in the attic. It was an attic, but it was, there was beds in there, and it wasn't the worst ever. But I was 5 years old and felt weird that my mom left us there. And I remember staying up all night, and the night went by so fast. The night went by real fast. My brother's all sleeping, and I'm just remembering how I was just laying down there, just listening to the river, the sound of the river all night long. Then we were there for a little while. I remember the day that we were way too old for pacifiers, whatever you call those. My grandmother, she grabbed the pacifier. No, just kidding. It was my grandfather. He grabbed the pacifiers and he made believe he threw them over the bridge into the river. And he says, oh, they're gone, never to be seen again. We were so disappointed. Well, come on. I was 4 or 5 years old. Pacifier? Come on. There was no need for that. Oh, the food my grandmother would cook. Gold. Simply gold. She could turn the simplest dish and make gold out of it. French fries and eggs, whatever it was. Boy, could she cook. So, fast forward, 1989. The day we're coming to the US of A. I was the first one awake. 4 o'clock in the morning. Everybody's still sleeping. So, alright, let me go back to sleep. Way too early. A couple hours go by, and next thing you know, everybody's ready to go. And I'm waking up like, is it time to go? Oh, I remember. Mercedes black taxi outside waiting for us to take us to the airport. Alright, cool. I jumped up, got ready. My mother's like, come on, let's go. What are you doing? She had a lot on her mind. She did a lot to get everything ready for us to come here. A lot of preparation, a lot of work for us all to come here. I remember getting on the plane. I remember just hearing the sound of the plane and the turbulence. People were like a little scared. I remember that. Of course I do. Oh yeah. I remember the plane landing and everybody started clapping. Everybody was real happy about the whole thing. And I remember 1989. I always tell people I was 7 years old. I was really 6.5. My birthday was 6 months later. We got here in April. My birthday was in October. I always tell people we came here when I was 7, but I was really 6. Anywho, the plane lands. Everybody's happy. We're going to see Dad. And I have no idea who he is. I don't know what he looks like. And we're going to see Grandma and this and that. Well, I don't know what any of these people look like. So as we get off the plane and we start heading in, and my brothers, my mom, and everybody's saying, he's right there, he's right there. And I'm just a little kid. And I have no idea what he looks like or who he is. And I'm looking frantically. And he's waving. And then my grandmother came up to me and she gave me a hug. I'm like, I felt a little weird. I'm like, who's this? You know, so then we got all the luggage that we had. We got into a minivan. There was a minivan. And I remember my dad was driving. And I remember as a kid, 6 years old, pushing 7, 6.5. I remember my dad driving, and I remember putting my head on his shoulder because it felt nice. It felt nice to have a dad, right? And he spoiled us. That first year, he spoiled us. We were eating pizza, like, pizza? What's pizza? We started eating pizza, I'm like, this is so good. I mean, it was so great. It was so good. The food we ate, I gained so much weight. I was a fat boy. I was a fat boy for a little bit there. But then things changed. Things did change. He went back to his old ways. He did like to drink a lot. A lot of things that we went through that we shouldn't have gone through. But there was one person that kept it all together. My mother, my mom. She did so much throughout the years, trying to keep us together when she maybe shouldn't have. My dad would drink a lot. He'd disappear for the weekend sometimes. We'd wonder where he was. Oh, I'll start calling police stations. He might be in one of them. So I met my dad when I was 6.5, and he left. He went back disappeared when I was 18. So I really only knew my dad for 11 years. There's not many good things to say about him. Not many. I could tell you this though. He is one hell of a cook. One hell of a cook. Boy, is he a good cook. He knows how to gather 30, 40 people and feed every last one of them, and feed them real good. That's one good thing I can say about him. There's not many. So, life wasn't easy growing up. It wasn't easy at all. But I do remember my mom telling me one day, she asked me, who do you love more? Me or your dad? Never forget this. I was probably like 11, maybe 12. And I hesitated. Obviously, I love my mother. Right? She gave her life. To this day, my mom gives her life for her kids. That's been her whole life, right? But there was a time there when she asked me that question. Obviously, I didn't want to offend my dad because it's not my style. It's not what I do. So when my mom asked me, who do you love more, me or your dad? I hesitated. And my mom said the most beautiful thing I've ever heard in my life. Till this day, I still remember what she told me. And I was like 11, 12. So this is going back 30 years, 30 plus years. My mom told me, it doesn't matter who you love more. You should love us the same. Because without your dad and your mom, there can't be nothing. There can't be nothing. Right? You need both. So you should love us the same. This is what my mom told me. Wow, that's amazing. A mom that has given her whole life for her kids. In that moment, she still wanted to give my dad credit. How? I don't know. She's amazing. The best mom in the world. But of course, everybody thinks they have the best mom in the world. And of course you should. You should. You should. Moms are special. So to this day, I do not hate my dad. He's my dad. Who do I love with all my heart? My mom, of course. But I'm not gonna not love my dad. He's my dad. And I'm pretty sure I get my work ethic from my dad. He crushed his hands in the machine one time, and it was like his hands were destroyed. And they sewed them back together, his fingers, they put them back together. He would not sue the company. He wanted to go back to work. So, it can't be all bad. It can't be. I've probably seen him twice since he left. But I'm gonna look forward to seeing him again. But this main topic here, main point of this video is to say, Mom, you are great. Mom, I love you. Best mom in the world. Best mom in the world. You gave your whole life for your kids. You did. This is my personal journey. My childhood was a little rough. My mom did the best she could. But without her, who knows? If it wasn't for her, I'd probably be a drunk. I'd be an alcoholic, probably be a drug addict. I'd probably be, who knows? Who really knows what I would be? I get some things from my dad, but mostly everything comes from my mom. Mostly everything. So many good things. This video is going on a little too long. But if you're out there and you want to know if you really love your mom or your dad more, love them the same. There's no you without one or the other. Moms are the best, of course, though. My mom is the best. Everything that she ever did was to keep us together. She was so good. She was so good. She went through a lot of things that she shouldn't have gone through. So yeah, my dad, there's a couple of things that are really good from him. A couple things, not much, not really much. He's a hell of a cook, and he was a hard worker. Sorry about that. I'm gonna wrap this video up. This video is to tell you, Mom, that I love you and you're the best. You are the best. And this video is also for anybody out there. If this could reach anybody out there in the world, it's a big world. Love your mom and dad. There's no you without your mom and dad. Let me tell you, I was 11 or 12. My mom told me, it doesn't matter who you love more, you should love us the same. And that's been with me ever since. Alright. That's my childhood. I'm checking out of this one. We'll see you on the next one. You know?